Hello everybody, Princess DeBear here on this wonderfully damp day. It's time for breakfast.
At one of our favorite quick service locations on Disney property.
Yes, it's been far too long. This is by far my favorite place to go get a quick breakfast for the parks. So we're Centertown Market. If you're hungry, it's already too late because you're here. We have more food videos like this. We're gonna go and get some seat and we will see you soon.
Be sure to keep jamming.
You heard the girl.
Start your day the right way, the Joffrey's way. We don't need no bucks. Beautiful black coffee, like my soul.
After that wonderful Joffrey's commercial, I think she's trying to get Joffrey sponsored. Not that we'd say no. But I don't understand how she drinks this Rotar black coffee with nothing in it. It's like you don't love yourself. 2.5 out of 5 plus. And because I'm 6, I got a juice box. I was happy to see almond milk as a breakfast option. I do wish it wasn't vanilla. By far not my favorite. Unsweetened would have been fun. Ooh, look at those straws. Straw sucks, but the milk is good. Not as vanilla-y as I remember. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
This is the Island Bounty platter. It is the first platter that I had just egg and turned me on to it. This is a lot more sad of a version of that platter than my original one. Really good. I feel like Corbin has definitely stepped up their game with the food, and it's like the place to go for snacks, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever.
It's a light egg. I'd say it's more seasoned than the egg salad that we had here last time. I'm a 4 out of 5 plus.
You do see the Just Egg is seasoned, which is good. It shouldn't be bland. We have the one vegan Mickey waffle, and then an overcooked Beyond sausage and some seasoned potatoes. They could use some veggies. Where's the greens? I'd like some greens. I'm gonna go with the worst, what I think is gonna be the worst, the sausage. Difficult to pierce, that's not a good sign. It's definitely cooked. It's so tough to chew. Definitely an overcooked Beyond sausage. When it gets to be like crusty like that, you know you've overcooked it. Next, let's do the Just Egg. These are falling apart nicely. They're not runny, which is good. If they're runny, they're undercooked. This is a win. This is still good. It's seasoned rather nicely. It seems like they just kind of folded it all up into itself instead of scrambling it. So it would have been nice if it was a little more scrambled like it was originally. But whatever, beggars can't be choosers. I'll take Just any day. Next, I'm going to make Mickey Def. It's like, aren't you supposed to take off all this like side piece to the waffle? It's almost like you overfilled it and then you were just like, whatever, I'm not going to clean it off. It still tastes like a mini cake. It's almost like the dessert for your breakfast. Lastly, we have some potatoes. The potatoes are probably the best part. of this Bounty. Potatoes with the Just together, or maybe just like the potatoes with the Just and maybe a small amount of the sausage would be a really good bite. The potatoes just are the best part. You should get like double potatoes or just get a side of potatoes. Those are delicious. I would recommend this only if you are hungry or if you haven't had one of these alt meats before, or alt egg. I do want to try it, but I wouldn't proactively come here for this Bounty platter.
Quality aside, this is the future of plant-based food. Yes, Princess had some words, and I'm sure I'll have some. But the fact that you can come here and get what you would get as a reference as a non-vegan, you have sausage, waffles, eggs, and potatoes, and be none the wiser. Improvements need to be made, obviously, but the fact that you can come here and get this, not be stuck with just potatoes or just some cruddy cake tasting waffle or a salad, even like most places even 3 or 4 years ago, this is a step in the right direction. Let's try this sausage. I feel like a lot of these places just don't have the experience needed to cook these because they cook it like a regular sausage. And cook it like a regular sausage, you're gonna overcook it. They don't need that long. The outside is way overcooked. And so it's not terrible, it's not dry to the bone at least.
Yeah, and then I have protein bars, like granola bars. And
2 out of 5 claws. And we have the eggs, which look wonderful this time around. I mean, yes, they're a bit different consistency, but that's personal preference, if anything. Protein and eggs. What's more American than that? 3 out of 5 claws. Just coming in the park is probably the best thing that ever happened. I will, however, continue to rage against my hate for Mickey waffles. I don't feel love for them. I really don't. This is better than some of the ones I've had, but not by much. 2.5 claws out of 5. As for these potatoes, wow, seasoned breakfast potatoes at Disney, I'm in shock. Especially with how many times we've gone to other places. Pop.
Lovely plate of carbs here. I'm surprised they didn't give you like some Beyond sausage or something. I might as well have eaten an overcooked French fry. Would have had more flavor. Or an undercooked French fry. Or anything. It's just nasty.
They do not look promising. They look like, almost look like Kick cereal. Like that's how much like not potato-y they look. Pass on that. So inedible, it's a 0 out of 5 claws. I will not eat that. And got an unseasoned potatoes. This is by far the star of this little bowl. I'm impressed. 3.5 out of 5 claws. Not hard to please, really. We just want food seasoned. But then what I want to do is get a little bit of everything. Get a little of that. A little bit of waffle. Potato, scrape off a little bit of egg, because that's a full breakfast right there. All together, I have no complaints. I would easily eat this over a non-vegan meal and then head to the parks. 3 out of 5 claws overall.
This avocado toast is my number 3 favorite toast on Disney property. Maybe number 4? Number 3. to see if it still holds up to its name as a mobile order item. I'm going to just chop off a little piece. The bread is nice and crusty. And to make sure it's a full bite, I'm gonna add a tomato and pickled onion. And I'll even grab one of these pineapples.
The thing that makes this toast so amazing is the bread, the freshness of the ingredients, the avocado, the tomato, and the pickled onions. Yes, you can get these pickled onions everywhere on so many different dishes in the parks. And if you do, it's probably going to taste good. This still holds the title for number 3. Number 1 is The Wave. Number 2 is House of Blues. And this is number 3. Number 4 is Le Cellier, but they don't have that right now.
Grand Floridian.
Grand Floridian Cafe, I'm not even going to acknowledge their avocado toast. It's like maybe number 8.
I do think that the avocado toast dishes are some of the most original ones they have for quick service food, because you don't usually see avocado toast on like a quick service menu, and it's definitely, I think, a more interesting option at breakfast than Mickey waffles, which of course you know I will never have good things to say about. That grain toast and like the plant-based herb mayo with the avocado and the pineapple. It's like biting into the tropics. Which I assume is what they were going for. That pickled onion on top. Perfect amount of tang. 4 to 5 claws. This still continues to be one of the strongest on property. Especially for the price compared to having to go to a table service restaurant. I approve of this. This is probably my 3rd favorite avocado toast on Disney property. The Wave first, then Le Cellier, and then this.
This is the final plant-based item available on the menu for breakfast. It did say on MDE that it qualifies as a snack, so I guess if you're doing Disney dining, there's a snack credit for you. Steel cut oatmeal with dried fruit and nuts. I'm not a huge dried fruit person, but I'm gonna take some. And I'm gonna take, actually, you know what? I'm gonna mix this up. Let's just go ahead and stir. All right, here we go. I don't know if you've ever been to Jamba Juice before, but they offer a steel cut oatmeal. I would say that this is much better than a Jamba Juice oatmeal. I haven't been to McDonald's in probably like 8 or 9 years, but back then when they had oatmeal, it was probably right below this in consistency. This is like a fast food oatmeal. It's not terrible, but it's also not fabulous. Probably the weakest of all of them. And I love oatmeal. This makes me kind of sad.
So instead of the usual typical sad Disney breakfast with a Mickey waffle included, I decided on an open-faced omelet. It's supposed to be open-faced. It just looks like a normal omelet, like rolled onto itself with a huge cut in the middle. So I don't know exactly what supposed to make this open-faced, but An omelet's an omelet. It's eggs and cheese and a protein. It's a little cold. That's probably our fault because some of these reviews take a little bit longer than others. It's not bad. It's seasoned. It's a bit more salty than I prefer my omelets. But there's a nice ratio of cheese. They don't skip on the filling. If you like omelets, it's definitely gonna get you done. I wouldn't say it's above average. It's like IHOP level omelet, but a lot smaller. 3 out of 5 plus. And I got a side of bacon. I wasn't expecting as many pieces of bacon. They're crisp. And not overly greasy. The bacon is bacony. 3 out of 5 plus. And that's on the side, I got fruit. Because when is not a good time for fruit? And fresh pineapple. You want some, princess? Sure. It's actually fresh. That's all I asked for. 2.5 out of 5 plus. Overall, it's an average breakfast, but it'll get you going for the day. So, that was our breakfast at Centertown Market.
Centertown Market is always a win for us, whether you come for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
They have a varied and various amount of plant-based products, and they continue to be consistently strong.
I'm pretty sure this is our 4th video at Centertown Market. That's how much we love this place. We come here a lot, and whether it's a limited menu or it's the full menu,
it's not really hard to
amazing.
convince us to come here.
It's true.
Clearly. But we want to know what you guys think. Do you like Centertown Market? Have you eaten here yet? And if you haven't, I need to know why you don't in the comments. If there's anything else you want us to try, or any hotel foods that we missed out on, comments in the place, let us know. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the drill.